What is going on, people? Let me straighten out my shirt. Hi, everyone. Oh, I ain't even got no earrings on, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I gotta have my earrings on. I ain't got my earrings on, but hold on, y'all. Here I come. How's everyone doing today? I ain't got no earrings on. Why y'all tell me I ain't got no earrings on? I don't know why y'all didn't tell me. I ain't got no earrings on. Hey y'all, what's going on? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a good Monday. What is good? I got some things going on in my back, but I'm also doing something. I'm trying to downsize a little bit, but you know how you do your spring cleaning, because it's almost April, so I have to do my spring cleaning, my deep clean, you know, doing baseboards and stuff like that, and getting rid of old stuff that I probably don't accumulated within the year. I do it every year, and I'm talking about go through every room, every closet, and spring clean. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And deep clean, you know, I usually keep my house pretty clean because I have the OCD. However, you know, I have a lot of stuff. And it's, you know, right now, it's just me sitting here. So I'm like, okay, I got to downsize some of this stuff, get some of this stuff away. Because, you know, people be giving me stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even using it. I still have stuff in boxes and packages that I ain't never opened because, you know, I'm blessed. And I love that I'm blessed. So I'm not taking that away from me at all, right? I'm still going to have to send. I'm still going to have to send. So how's everybody's Monday? I hope everybody's having a good Monday. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. I hope everybody's been doing their positive affirmations. I hope that y'all been doing your positive affirmations. Please tell me that y'all been doing your positive affirmation. I'm going to put one out right after this video, but I'm not going to stay on long because my Monday has been like hump day. Like I've been working. And that's probably because I have to catch up because, you know, I took some bereavement days for my father. So, let me minimize that. Minimize this. Hi, everyone. I'm glad everyone is here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, please. That would be very helpful to my channel if you can do that. I try to keep it pretty much positive and just give you my outlook and my outtake from life experiences, right? And I know that y'all see my title. Hey, Coke Pat, where you been? It's like I have not seen you in so long. Hey, godson, good to see you. How's college? I know you're making the grades, right? So I hope that you're making the grades. But I'm glad that you all are in here. I'm glad that you all are in here. Hold on, I'm going to share to my other page. Because normally I don't do that. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done that in a while, y'all. So let me see what I can come up with. Because I don't never share it to my other page. Hold on, I have messages out the wazoo. And then, give me a few minutes and then I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So I won't be in long. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. I hope everybody's been doing. Okay, that's me talking. Share. Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to go in a few minutes, and then I have to go in under that. How y'all doing there?
Leave me alone.
Okay. Okay. And now that they know that I'm live, so let me just share it over there. My godson used to get on me about this, like, why I don't share stuff to this page. Share, like, share, and follow. Okay. So I did that. Thank you. Thank you, godson, for always reminding me that I need to stay on top of my work, my business. But the topic is self-observation. Self-observation. That can be a broad range of anything, right? Like when you're self-absorbent, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as an individual who kind of thinks outside of the box, or you are closed-minded? When you self-observe something, or when you're observant of something, do you pay close attention to detail, or do you just see how you want to see it? Or do you see it for, maybe you don't want to see the big picture? So you're just really doing your self-observation to give your opinion. You get what I'm saying? Or just, because you don't want to see the big picture, you just want to see what you want to see. So your self-observation is not viewing the big picture, it's viewing what you want to see. So when you're self-absorbent, how do you see yourself? Do you observe yourself to the point of like, yeah, I need to change this about myself, and yeah, I noticed that I'm putting on a little weight, so I don't want it to get too out of hand. Let me be more observant of what I'm eating, and let me make sure that I'm not going over what I need to be going over. Sometimes we do, we do stuff, So I'm just saying self-observations. That can be with anything. That can be within your family. You're observing things that's going on, and instead of you basically being the mediator or saying something to where it doesn't turn bad, you don't say anything. You observed it, you looked at it and was like, yeah, I ain't gonna touch that. I'm staying out of that. I'm staying out of that. They can't get me to do this or do that, you know what I mean? Or I really don't care, But sometimes with self-observations, people don't want to look at the big picture. They don't. They just want to see what they want to see at that point. Maybe because they believe in something so hard that they don't want to believe the wrong thing about the person or thing. 888-265. Hold on, y'all. 888-265. Oh, I forgot an 8. My computer playing with me today. But sometimes, hi Isaac, hey sister Sean. Hey girl, look, I need a girls' night out. Get into the chat. Get into our sister chat. I need it soon, right? So get into the sister chat. I need you to set that up. I know you busy. I know you be working, but you be setting up some good meetups. So I need you to hook that up so I can see my sisters. I miss y'all. But I think with life, we seem that we can put so many self-observations on other people and not put them on ourselves, if that makes any sense. We seem that we can pick and prowl and poke at people for how they're living their life, how you choose to view them, and make your opinion on them, but you haven't taken the time out to do your own self-evaluation, if that makes any sense. You're already judging someone for how they are and how they're moving, but you out here moving reckless. That's what you call people who want to poke the bear, but when the bear is poking them back, it's a lash out now. Because basically I can talk about you and how you moving, but I don't need you talking about the way that I move. I only seen that done as far as mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was a big disciplinarian. And basically, you didn't have an opinion in her house, right? So she can make herself observations on us and have us do what she needed us to do, right? We couldn't question her on how she did it, but that's the way she ran her house, right? But as adults, how would you view yourself? How would you view yourself as a person? Would you consider yourself a thoughtful person? Would you be an open thinker? Would you be a person who would say, yeah, well, I can agree to disagree. I can respect the person for their opinion and where they stand. I just don't have to deal with it. Like, where would you all say when making self-observations is your mindset? Thank you, godson. You always agree with me. But what would you say you will make your self-observations as far as viewing yourself? Would you say you are a person that is compassionate and you do care about people enough to respect them in their space and just keep it moving along? Because maybe the space that they're in, that's not where you need to be at the time, or where you're going, or where you're trying to get to. Sometimes we have to leave people where they are. Don't mean we have to talk about where. You just have to leave people where they are, right? So, gosh, I got a disconnection. So that's why I'm saying, where is your self-observation? Where does it lie? Do you try to control situations of other people? Is it hard for you to control your own situations? Period. I just feel like us as people need to start respecting people and their spaces and the spaces that they're in, because maybe you're on a healing journey and they're not. And we can't get mad because they're not thinking the same way that we're thinking. Not at all. We need to allow people their free expression to feel how they feel without judgment, or live how they want to live without judgment. I see a lot of that going on now, to where people can be jealous of you. And because they're jealous of you, they will try to be self-absorbed, or they'll make their own self-observation of the way that you're living or the way that you're moving. And I feel like that's unfair, but that's the way that's the way the world turns, right? Yes, that's the way the life, or that's the way we live. Everybody is so judgmental nowadays, to where people are afraid to be who they really are, or even stand up for themselves, because they're scared that people are not going to respect their opinion. today I just want people to understand that at some point we have to start doing our own self-observations. We have to start viewing ourselves and how we will want to start moving in life. We need to start letting people see that we have a good hold and a handle on our life, to where I don't mind standing in judgment of you, but at the end of the day, who are you to judge me? Right? I just feel like sometimes we get so caught up in clicks and bait, and that people should, because I ride with them, you should ride with them. And that's not the case. You know, everybody should stand individually. Not unless you, and even as a twin, you still stand individually. You still have your own individual personality, right? So I feel like sometimes, with that being said, with self-observation, you have to start with you first. Hi, Sharonda. How you doing, beautiful? Nice to see you in here. You know, I'll be dropping this over on the other side. But I just feel like, don't judge a person for how they feel comfortable in moving forward, because it's not your way of moving. At the end of the day, you have to be sure to make sure that you're putting the observation that you're putting on other people, and apply that to yourself sometime. Sometimes we have to check ourselves. A lot of people don't like when other people check us. So start checking yourself first before you can be able to check someone else. That's all I'm saying, people. I'm not in the judgment of anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, I look at sometimes the way different people move. However, I can't stand in judgment with them or about them, because I'm a work in progress myself, right? Hey, yeah. I'm going to get with you. Just give me time. Yesterday was too busy, so I couldn't. Most definitely, everybody grown and everybody got a mind of their own. Miss Sharonda, sis, I'm telling you. And it's sometimes, I guess, as people, we want people to think like us, because maybe our way of thinking is, hey, like light bulbs go off. But sometimes people ain't not going to have your same mindset either. So sometimes you can't get mad because a person is not thinking like you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if a person is in their own lane trying to figure it out for themselves, why are you bothering them? If they have not said anything to you or about you, what gives you to right, or what gives you that right to try to disturb how they moving, even if they moving recklessly? I just feel like sometimes we pass judgment on people without really giving judgment to ourselves. We don't, we can judge other people, but we don't like to judge ourselves, because sometimes we don't like seeing what we're seeing in ourselves. So sometimes that spews out on other people, because we don't like how we're living, we don't like what we're doing for ourselves, and we don't like how we're carrying ourselves. So because we don't like it, I have to embellish it on other people. You know what I'm saying? I have to embellish it on other people and make other people feel like they need to be like I am. And that's just totally wrong, people. So today, this is what I say. Start doing your own self-observation. Start doing your own self-observation and make sure that you're checking yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? But that's all I had today. I just wanted to come up here because I know last week I knew I wasn't going to go on. You know what I'm saying? I was in Chicago and, I had things that was going on. So I couldn't come on, and then I had to decompress and just a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I just appreciate y'all coming on. Thank y'all for all y'all support. Thank y'all for supporting me. And listening to my rants. Sometimes I know they can be winded, but I just want people to kind of try to grow into a healthier way of living. Just remember to do your positive affirmations as well as I'm saying that. But I want everybody to know that you don't have to stand in judgment of other people. And you don't have to judge other people. As long as you're doing what you need to do for yourself to maintain a healthy mindset and live healthier and grow, do that. Okay, people? Make sure y'all hit this like button. Share. Follow. Subscribe. Usually, I always say I do a positive affirmation. I post them in my stories all the time. I always preach positive affirmations. And I want y'all to share this because if it can help one person, I've done my job. I've done my job. My positive affirmation is coming after this. I just have to edit it and put the music behind it. But I love you guys. Thank y'all for staying positive, for the people who stay positive. If you still kind of, you straddle the fence with positive and negative, it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? It'll be all right. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're trying to get you more into a healthier mindset. Is that okay? Okay, and I love y'all. Have a good Monday. Peace.